Good morning, Wanda. First of all, I just want to say that I'm really inspired by you and your flexibility and uh, your stick-to-itiveness. I'm sure this has not been easy. Wanting to focus on Cinder and then having him be injured. And I think you mentioned that you had another horse and then it didn't work out. And so you're on the third one, I think. I might be mixing you up, but at least the second. And it's just really inspiring to see you just going after it with another. And wow, what you've got going here is fabulous. So I don't know if you've already done your level three freestyle. If you haven't, film it because this is all. I mean, you're like most of this is level four quality. So I would definitely be putting an audition together and filming your level three freestyle if you haven't already. And if you have, then maybe be looking at the level four components, which really the only additional thing with level four is it's the quality, and your quality is level four. And then also the difficulty of the task. So it's the flying change that really separates the two. So yeah, so let me know where you are on that. Like if you haven't done your level three freestyle, again, uh, you're ready and film it. And if you have, let me know. Let me know where you're at with that. So let's start with the bridling, um, the unbridling and bridling, which is so amazingly good. I mean, this is definitely level four quality. It's not flawless, but no one is flawless. It is so good. He's such a partner. He's so sweet. Good. And that looks really good. I love that you hang out in between, give him time to finish his little treat. Good. The only thing here is you might play with, because this is like, again, it's so good. But instead of having the cookie, you might play with having, well, no, you couldn't if you've already had it in his mouth. Never mind. But you might have something that you could wrap on the bit, like maybe a little piece of fruit roll up or something, so then you're not having to hold the cookie, because that's kind of what's happening with, he's trying to push the bit out of the way and get to the cookie. So that might be something just to make it smoother, but that is like uh, what do they call it? Pulling hairs, or I don't know what the expression is. It, it's really good. So that's fabulous. But that would be one little idea, is that you could do it like a little something to wrap around it. Your gait is level four. His, like you mentioned, that something that you were pleased with is this, and that he's willing to stop along the way. It is so beautiful. You're totally in harmony. He's completely acting like a partner with you. Stopped right there. I mean, this is so good. You're able to keep contact with the gate. Yeah. So if you have already done your level three freestyle, I mean, both of these components would be very ready and filmable for level four. Excellent. Really good. Yeah. And off you go. So beautiful. Yeah. And this is neat. I was also thinking that it might be, it's not what you wanted, obviously, to have this happen with Cinder, but it might be kind of a cool thing where now you're riding your other guy, and getting a chance to revisit what it can feel like, and then you can take that back to Cinder. So you may not have done that if oh, I've got a little hummingbird visiting the window. Sorry, I don't have a feeder out there, and he's just like looking in. This isn't where we have our feeder. So anyway, you may not have done this if this hadn't happened. So it might be kind of a cool thing. All right, so your bow tie again. Your This looks really great. So as far as him pushing through the stick, so there that looks good. It looks like it's at the final part. So what you might try is one, you might try releasing the stick. So it might be that he's already yielded to it and he's kind of like, what are you doing? So correct with the stick and then get out of there. Like correct with the stick and then get out of there, correct with the stick and then get out of there. Because it might be that he's feeling like, I've yielded to this. Why isn't it going away? So that would be one thing, is to make sure to release your stick. That being said, it should be just like when you start riding with contact, we should be able to have that stick stay there. But sometimes it can, for freestyle, you want to release it. So that would be one thing. The other thing to play with would be if you feel like he's not yielding from your leg, like you're turning, you're asking him to turn with you and you feel like he's not yielding from your leg, you can do more of like a tapping feel on his shoulder or near your leg. So kind of more of a tap to ask him to move over, and then release it. So those would be two things that I could offer you for the yielding from the stick. And here you could do the same thing. So you could have, especially when you're asking for the front end, it can come from underneath, and you can think about like tapping near your leg or tapping his shoulder to ask him to yield over. And it's harder for them to brace against a driving rhythm versus a steady rhythm. So that's what I got for you. And again, thanks for staying with this. And I am totally floored by what you've got going here with this guy. I need to look up his name. I'm saying this guy. I've spaced on his name. So anyway, awesome job. Let me know if you have any questions. If you feel comfortable sharing any of this on the Facebook group, it would be really cool for people to see a higher level freestyle. So that'd be great if you feel comfortable. No pressure, but so let me know if you have any questions, and I hope you have a great week.